Hello, welcome back. My name is Elysha, and today I am so excited because I have a guest. I brought someone with me today. Her name is Laura Mangum, and she is a client of mine. We worked together last spring. And the reason that I wanted to bring Laura on here today because she is such a beautiful example of what it looks like when you go all in on yourself, right? So this is about more than the clothes, although looking at her right now, she looks very polished and put together with her outfit, which makes me feel so proud when I see my clients looking like that. But this is about more than the clothes, right? The clothes are there to support you, right? But to really exude that special something, right? It's that extra brightness, right? That's when people really notice you, and that's when you start to feel it more within yourself. That is deeper than the clothes. And this is about building up your confidence from the inside out, right? That's what others are responding to. Yeah, your clothes might draw them in, but they really respond to your confidence and how you are showing up in yourself. And to be honest, that is the foundation for the most incredible personal styles. So, Laura, thank you for being here today. Can you just share a little bit about yourself?
So I live in the South. I am 45 years old. I was in public education, K-12 for 20 years. And then in 2019, I made a job change to the university level. Yeah. um, I've been married for 20 years and we have a son. So that's just kind of it in a nutshell.
Yeah, amazing. So we met, it was last spring, and you joined my Facebook group, Closet Shopping
Mhm.
Collective, which kicked off right at the beginning of the pandemic. And we did a 30-day closet shopping challenge together. So, can you tell me a little bit about what was going on for you at that time and how you were feeling about your style at that time?
Sure. Um, so, like you said, the quarantine had just begun. I was staying in my routine of getting up at my usual time and getting dressed. I've been a believer in that my whole life. Look good, feel good kind of person. I got the notification about the 30-day closet shopping collective. I had been following you for a couple of years, and so this new Facebook group sounded like fun. Working through my closet and learning new style tips. I've always loved clothes and enjoyed shopping, though I don't, never really felt like I had a whole lot of fashion sense or great fashion. But I thought it sounded like fun to go through the closet, and thought it was also very cost effective.
Yeah, a free challenge is very cost
Yeah.
effective.
Yeah. Well, I
So,
meant like going through my closet and finding, putting together new stuff just from my closet, I thought was a great idea.
absolutely. Yes. So then, we went through the 30 days and you got a taste of what that's like when you reimagine your own closet. And then you decided that you wanted to work with me. So we
Mhm.
started working together shortly after that. So what compelled you to take that leap, really? Because it is a leap.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Especially for me, and you'll pick up on that as we talk through. But what I was learning in the Closet Shopping Collective was really opening my eyes to new ways to view style and my clothes. And I was beginning to see I could do so much more with what I had than what I had been doing. So I signed up for the free consultation call that you offered. And during that call, you asked me some very specific questions that helped me really get to the heart of what I wanted in my style. And you laid it out very concisely, how the process and how to get there. So after the call, I did a pro and con list. And one of the pros is I equated working with you, just like investing in a college course, because it was knowledge I would never forget, and I would have forever, just like you would get in a college course. And it would be information that nobody could take away. And it wouldn't be a one-time thing because what I would learn from you, I could apply right on through, hopefully, the rest of my life. Um, and so I saw the experience paying for itself more than just a one-time thing. So I also, on my pro con list and the pros, listed that working with you would probably end up saving me in the long run, or saving me money in the long run because I would know the right things to buy. And another pro was it would probably end up saving me time because there have been times I've been fully dressed, ready to go, and I take one more look in the mirror and I completely change my outfit, either because I didn't think it was appropriate or I didn't think it was going to be comfortable for the whole day. So I thought if I knew how to put things together better, that would be a huge time saver for me in the end. And then I think the most compelling question I ask myself is how am I going to feel if I don't do this? And my answer was I would still be self conscious about my style, and would I ever really develop a good sense of style and really feel good in what I was wearing?
Hmm. I love that you made a list, a pro con list. I am all about the list.
Yeah,
I just like to
too.
put it down on paper and I like to see it and think about it that way. So I love that you do that too. So what was on your cons? What were the hesitations?
The cost, because for me it was a significant amount of money that I don't normally put into myself. But then I told myself, if my son needed braces, it would cost twice as much. And I wouldn't think twice. I mean, you just do it. So I just kept coming back to this truly is an investment. It's not a cost. It truly is an investment. And it has proven to be.
And I love how you do the comparison to your son getting braces. You wouldn't think twice about doing something for your son so that for his smile,
Right.
but when it comes to ourselves, and Laura, you are not the only person who feels this way. When it comes to ourselves, we hesitate and we just don't have that ease of
Yeah.
making that investment in ourselves the way we would for our children or for other people. So I'm so glad that you brought that up. I think a lot of people will relate to that. So then we started working together.
Mhm.
And I remember at one point, and this was actually pretty early on,
Mhm.
you sent me an email. And I don't have that email in front of me, but just to paraphrase what you had written, you were feeling down. You were
Mhm.
feeling a little sad. You had said that you had realized by looking at your clothes and your style that you just never really paid much attention, and what you've been wearing really showed that lack of attention. So I would just love to hear a little bit about from your perspective, what was that discovery? What was really going on for you at that time when you had that discovery?
So I remember it vividly. I was in the process of taking pictures of all the clothes in my closet, which is part of the process when we when you work with Elysha. And I was looking at myself in these in my clothes in the pictures, and I just noticed how frumpy I looked in picture after picture. And I had no idea that this is how I look. That's not the image I had of myself. And it's so different looking at yourself in a mirror versus looking at yourself in a photo. I don't do a lot of selfies or photo taking of myself. And so I started wondering, how did I get to this point of frumpiness? And I realized I had not been intentional with my clothes for at least 13 years. Though I love clothes and I viewed them as frivolous expenses. And therefore, I was using the cheapest routes to get clothes, such as I would take anything that was given to me and wear it. I mainly shop thrift stores or sell items. And I realized that these free or low cost avenues were really costing me in lack of style. And I felt embarrassed that this is how I had been looking for this whole time for the rest of the world. And when that wasn't what the image that I had of myself. So it was tough to face that, but it was such a growth spot too. and it helped me clean out my closet. After that point, I didn't have much trouble getting rid of some pieces that I'd probably been holding on for too long.
Yeah, that was a real breakthrough moment for you. And sometimes our breakthroughs for growth, they don't always feel so good. The breakthroughs are for what comes on the other side. So I'm just going to share, Laura, is it okay with you? I'm going to just share a picture to just really illustrate
Yeah.
what that breakthrough looked like for you. So this is Laura on the left when she had that awakening, right? That's what she was. These are the pictures. There was a lot of pictures that were like this on the left that caused her to feel the way she did. And then on the right shows how she was looking and what she was wearing after we had worked together. So Laura's transformation is just so powerful, and hearing what she said, what was going on behind the scenes of the way she was feeling when she was, looking at herself, and just that lack of attention and feeling frumpy, and what that really felt like for her and how that looks. And then to see, and then it was at that point, Laura, where you really went all in. So this is what I mean by the example of going all in, because it was that breakthrough was, I think, the turning point for you, where you went all in. And so we worked together, and I would love to hear, like, what were some of the shifts that you had in your thinking, and how you saw yourself, and and what was possible for your personal style. What were some of these shifts that really led to that final outcome, or the after photo, let's just say?
There were a lot of shifts, and a lot of them came from you challenging me in a very supportive way of what was possible in my style. I shifted in what I thought was appropriate clothes or outfits that and before we started working together, that I thought were too sexy. I realized were or are just really form fitting and highlight the silhouette, your body type. And I guess working in a school setting for so many years, I just viewed clothes as having to be very conservative. And like I said, that shift came from you suggesting small changes, incremental changes that I could handle step by step. And you opened my eyes to what was appropriate and stylish. And I took it slowly. I wore these newer outfits around the house, and then I slowly ventured out and got more comfortable wearing them outside of the house. Um, this is also true for shoes. I haven't worn heels for at least 20 years, mainly because of my job. Comfort was a must, and I wouldn't spend money on shoes that I couldn't also wear to work. And now most of the shoes I wear have heels. If they're booties, they're either booties or heels. And they definitely elevate my style and give me confidence. I feel way more confident when I wear heels, which I would have never thought before. My views on accessories shifted. I've always looked at accessory racks in stores, but just couldn't bring myself to pay $20 for a necklace when I could buy a shirt or a piece of clothing for that same cost. But now I understand how accessories elevate an outfit. I understand that belts are more than just utility items and can elevate an outfit. And I've had several nice pieces of jewelry that were given to me as gifts, very sentimental gifts that I've never worn because I thought they were too big. But now I wear them as statement pieces. Again, they really elevate my outfits. And I'm so happy to actually be able to wear these sentimental pieces that before have just been sitting in the drawer for way too many years. My views on shopping shifted. I stopped looking at clearance website or the cheap rack, and instead look for silhouettes that I knew and understood after working with you looked good on me, and styles that complimented me. And I view my clothes as an investment in myself, and not frivolous purchases. And you know, the shift in that view came from realizing that years of cheap clothes just caused me to have a frumpy style. And when I started feeling more confident in these new styles and new outfits, I mean, I can feel a difference in when I walk into a room, when I walk into a store. I mean, I know I have confidence. I know I exude confidence, and it comes back to me in very positive ways. And I'm confident in my clothes and my style. Before, if I had worn heels or certain pieces of jewelry, I'd be very self-confident conscious of that particular item, and I'm sure therefore I wasn't confident, and I'm sure it showed. The third piece was a big shift. I've never given much thought to the third piece, thought it was just an extra item that I couldn't be bothered with or spend the money on. But now when I put together an outfit, I'm like, okay, what's my third piece? What's my third piece? And again, it really does add that next level. And you help me find pieces that are comfortable, that I can be stylish and still be comfortable.
I remember when we were getting to the shopping section of our work together, and we were talking about shoes, and I asked you about heels, and you gave me the thumbs up for heels, and I didn't know that you never wore that. I just was like, oh, she wears heels. I didn't know that that was branching into new territory for you.
Yeah, I was ready to see what's it was possible. And our work before, because there's a lot of work you do before you start the shopping aspect. And if you remember, I had this pair of heels I bought 13 years ago. I was pregnant, but I just thought they were the cutest things. They had a 1950s look to them, not much of a little more than a kitten heel. Have loved them, never have worn them because I just didn't think they were ever appropriate with my outfits. But you helped me see that they were, with the clothes I already had, they were appropriate. And so I started just wearing those heels around the house, feeling good and confident in them. And then I was like, yes, I'm ready to see what other heels I can add.
I love that so much. So, how are you feeling right now about your style?
Oh, I feel very confident. I love my clothes. I love getting dressed. I enjoy putting outfits together. Before, putting an outfit together was a arduous process. It was a chore. But now I can just see how things come together for me. And so it's an easier process, as you've said many times in your tutorials. Some days are more of a struggle than others, but I know how to work through some of those struggles. And I truly love my clothes.
And I love hearing that. This makes me just feel so excited and so happy for you. And something that I want to point out is that so I'm offering a 90-day style refresh, and we're going to be starting this on the first day of spring. And Laura is going to be joining us in this 90-day style refresh. So I just think it's a beautiful example of everybody's refresh looks really different. Laura's already feeling confident about her clothes. She loves her clothes, is what she said, but there's always room to elevate, to make more improvements. And I love especially what you were saying, Laura, when you were first your list, the education, right? It's something that you can just take with you wherever you go. And what we're going to go over in the 90-day style refresh is the same thing. It's the education that's going to just help you elevate to your next level, right? So all the women who are in that program, it is a group of beautiful women who are all saying yes to themselves. They're all going to elevate to their next level, which is going to look completely different. It's not like I'm saying these are the pants you buy. This is like your what is it, the list, the shopping list. We're not going to be giving out just generic shopping lists for everyone. Everyone is going to elevate to their next level, and that's going to look very different. And I am just so excited that Laura is a part of the group, and I know she's got so much beauty to contribute. And for anyone else who is interested in joining this group, I would love to invite you as well. This is going to be a community of amazing women who are coming together with the focus of re-emerging with the new season, right? So we've been through a lot in the past year. We change, right? So the clothes that we bought last year, maybe we need to look at them with a new perspective. We need to switch things up, right? If you don't need to buy new clothes, maybe it's just about how you're putting your clothes together now so that they feel comfortable and right for where you are today, right? So, this is what we're going to do in the 90-day style refresh. It is about more than the clothes. You're going to update your wardrobe and you're going to feel inspired and energized by what you wear, but you're also going to tap into who you are on the inside. You're going to boost your self confidence and you're going to reemerge feeling so excited about who you are and how you're showing up in the world. So I'm going to put the link here to join the 90-day style refresh. It's just ElyshaLenkin.com/refresh. And I would love to have you join. And actually, we have our first bonus call. We're doing our first bonus kickoff call, which is on Tuesday, March 16th. And we are going to be talking about the pillars of self confidence. So you definitely want to join before this kickoff call happens so that you can attend live for that session. So, Laura, it's been so much fun having you
Yeah,
here. I
thank you.
love hearing your voice. I love seeing you, and it just brings me, it just makes me feel so excited and so happy to be with you. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate your time.
Certainly, and I'm so happy to do this, and I want other women to hopefully gain some insight to everything there is to gain from working with you, and that you deliver on everything you say you're going to provide. And just one other thing that I'm looking forward to with the 90-day refresh is the community of women is so supportive. In Closet Shopping Collective, that community of women, we were all very supportive of each other. We look forward to seeing what people were going to post each day. And it was nice to be in a group of women to talk about style and clothes. So I'm looking forward to that part too.
Yeah, me too. I cannot wait. So thank you again, Laura, for being
Sure.
here. And to everyone else, thanks for joining. And I will be back here next week with another video. I'll see you then. Bye.